100 days in Minecraft in a parasite apocalypse. After surviving the nuclear winter, I abandoned the city in spring and I ended up here. This is the same map and modpack used by Forgelabs in his Parasite video, and it's amazing. There's a ton of dungeons, pre-built homes, buried treasure, castles, and a lot of other exciting stuff that we're going to get to explore. Forgelabs only showed a small part of this map and a small part of the Parasite modpack that infests it. Remember everybody, you don't have to subscribe or like this video. As long as you're enjoying it, that's all that matters to me. After everything that you guys have given me, I couldn't ask for anything more. So I won't. And with that, let's get started. Day 1. We drop into the world, and I rush to the first house. Look familiar? Sound familiar? This is the same house that Forgelabs started in, and I remember that there's a parasite hidden inside here. So I poke around, but I want to have something to defend myself. So I back off. I get this. Wooden sword. Now I'm ready to fight anything. So we open up the door, and look at this thing. Now, I know what's stuck in the doorway, so we are safe, but that doesn't mean this thing doesn't look horrifying. I mean, look at it. That unhinged jaw, and it's always biting, and wounds in its body that the parasite tendrils are ripping out of. I can kill this first one easily, but I'm just lucky that this one is stuck. We grab a few iron swords and an iron axe, which is a really good start. On top of that, we grab a good amount of food from the basement, which also has this spooky skull. Fun. And then for some more food, we get the wheat from the attic. And boom, we're already looking pretty good. I head down to the basement again really quick, grab some stone for tools, and I use the skull to recite Shakespeare. While I'm cooking some food, I decide to go exploring and see what this map has to offer. But I might have been a little bit too confident here. This parasite isn't trapped, and he gets one hit that does 6.5 hearts of damage on me, which means I need to be real careful or I'm dead on day 1. I heal, and I try to use the water to my advantage. Oh, and I get this first kill. Even this low-level parasite is super dangerous. Another one surprises me, but I'm a little bit more ready this time. What is this? The real threat, the big nasty parasites, come more often at night. So as the sun starts to set, I start to look for shelter. I find this shed and I throw down a bed for the first night's sleep. So that leads us right on to day 2. And I see that this shed has a stairwell and it goes down pretty deep. I realize this isn't a shed. It's an entrance to one of the dungeons, and I am super not ready for this. So like a coward, I run. In fact, I run so far, I end up in this Redwood biome. This is a custom biome with custom wood and trees, and I love it. Being from California, this makes me feel at home. It reminds me that after all the wildfires in real life, this map will be the only place I can visit the Redwoods. But I leave for now because I want to go to a more open biome, so I can find places to loot and hopefully make a base. I go through a dead biome, then I find this temperate forest, which I kind of like. But the trees here, it all looks like autumn. After all, this is spring. I keep moving all night, but I do finally find this new biome. It's much more lush and green, and it has this little cutie. Yeah, I'm thinking this is home. Beautiful from the ground and up to the stars. But as you can see, this is still a dangerous map, and it's still the middle of the night. So I need to take in this beauty another time. For now, I need to find shelter. I see this seamless biome transition, and I dig myself a little hobbit hole. Throw down a bed, and get ready for day 3. I pop out of the hole, and sure enough, I get to see that this spring biome is perfect. It's exactly the kind of place I want to spend the next 97 days. I keep looking around and I find these castle ruins. There's a couple of good buildings here. Should get me a good start. Even if the insides are a little beat up. But this whole place, it just looks right. Now the second castle room turns out to be a spawner, which is perfect. I can make a base in the bigger castle and turn this tower into an XP farm. Before we get started on that XP farm, I'm going to need a farm. And that means we need to get some iron tools. So I start mining up some iron, and then I find this. What a big boy. No way. And I promptly pee my pants. Nope. After seeing that thing down there, I decide to bravely retreat home and get my iron smelted, so I get my first set of iron gear crafted. I stay up all night doing this, which turns out to kind of have been a big mistake, since this ruined castle doesn't have enough defense from the parasites coming here at night. I discover a parasite that can fly, and it shoots poison, and I quickly realize I should not be staying up at night. But it's too late. Turns out my neighbors are at the front door. These guys are probably just here asking for some sugar, but I don't have any sugar yet, so I guess I'm gonna have to use some iron instead. It's just as good. Now, I have a full set finished, and I even add on an iron tower shield too, to go with it. But getting the gear is only step one. We need to make the base itself safer at night. So I start mining up some cobble to add to the castle. Then I head out to my front lawn, and I start setting up a farm. And while, yes, I know, this does look amazing, thank you, I only have a few wheat seeds laying around, and that's not really gonna help me out too much. I use my stone to even out the slab floors so that my bachelor pad doesn't look too disappointing. And when I'm finished, this little butterfly pops in, and he tells me it's still very disappointing. Noted. Before the day ends, I decide I want to do some more exploring. I have a full iron set, and I'm feeling much safer when I come across this little village here. This is exactly what I need. Now I can grab some crops for my farm. I'm tempted to move in here and set up a little village base, but this 100 days is about the new parasites, not these old villager parasites. I grab some crops before bed, and on day 5, I get home ready to get the farm set up. Now this side is going to be potatoes, the best crop. Then more seeds and carrots, but let's be real, we're going to power grow the potatoes. All hail the tater god. Long may he reign. Just then I see this thing hiding in the trees. I gather my wits. I prepare to slay this mighty beast. Oh. Well, that was kind of pathetic. I continue on, feeling kind of bad for that dumb little creature. But I also know that the real parasites are still coming, so I need to find some better loot. I come across this birch biome. I throw up, and in disgust, I immediately run away. And I'm glad I did, because the next thing I come across is this. It's a brick house built on a lake with a beautiful castle tower here, and honestly, this castle puts mine to shame. I head into the house to see what loot or dangers await me, and I see this little cake. Sweet. I move through the house, going upstairs, expecting to see a parasite up here, but all I find is this awesome little house. I head downstairs, and I quickly realize that this house is actually sitting on top of a dungeon as well, which could be a good thing if I play this smart. And by smart, I mean not going in there till I'm ready. So once again, I'm bravely tucking tail and running. I go to check out the tower, but I quickly see that it's mostly just a cool landmark built over yet another dungeon. I set some torches up, and I just spend the night here to see if I like it. Good news, the house doesn't smell like old rotten castles, so this is going to be our new home. But if you've watched any of my other videos, you know I always need a moat. This house is set on a small peninsula, with a river on one side and this lake on the other. So I just need to make a small little canal. Soon, this house on a lake is going to become a house on an island. Boom! Our little springtime home in the meadows is already looking good, and now it's even a little bit safer. But I still want to keep dry every time I come home, so I am going to build a little bridge. So I start by collecting some wood, then I realize something. This is birch. What am I doing? Being a dumb guy, Captain. That's what you're doing. The smart guy thing to do would be to go out, find the best wood. And while, yes, that normally would be dark oak in vanilla Minecraft, in this mod pack, the best wood is redwood. I spend the rest of the day collecting a whole giant tree of wood before running back home. The next day, I start getting my diagonal bridge set on this diagonal channel. I make it 3 wide, and it gets done really quickly, but it's gonna need some love, so I go to get some more spruce, the second best wood in Minecraft. Don't agree with me? Fight me in the comments, bro. I go back, and I set up the guardrail around the bridge when I realize something. This diagonal bridge is super ugly, and you can see I'm a little upset about it. Boo. Boo is right. I quickly break down the bridge to make one that doesn't hurt my eyeballs. I get one going that is 4 wide and is much more like a traditional looking Minecraft bridge. The redwood looks great, especially against that vibrant green grass, and the spruce round log supports look pretty good too. I set them up on each side, and then I set up some spruce railings right here to make the whole thing look like a real bridge. Now I could have just used that diagonal bridge, but Minecraft is about being good and looking good. Now that I've decided to stay here, I should explore around a little in my area and see what's going on. First thing I find is a swamp biome just down the river, and I think this might have been where Forgelabs made his base in his video. While I'm here, I see some iron, so I start heading down this hole, and then I see... Oh, nope, nope. I run out to the safety of the surface, only to find it's nighttime. No. Oh! Then I see him. Oh, there it is! That's like the baby. These little guys here, they're called buglings. And they're pretty harmless, but quickly they morph into the next parasite phase. Now I see you. Oh, he's gonna... There it is, there, yep. I want to know if they hurt, but I don't. Ooh. Oh, no way? Oh, they got him. Oh, okay, well, this is a new problem. I finally make it home, but my parasite worries have just started. Day 8, and I'm still dealing with the parasites from last night. Oh my god. The buglings morph into crawlers, which are much more dangerous. Wait. Yep. They move quickly, cause you to have slowness, and worst of all, they infect other mobs. Oh my god, look. Oh no! Oh, they fast. Ooh. I wasn't fully prepared for this many. I barely get out of that with just half a heart. These are just the baby parasites. It only gets worse from here, and I even have armor on. I need to get better at these fights. Ooh, okay. Oh, are you gonna do that too? I'm a bit more prepared here, and I handle these mobs a little bit better, mostly because they're 2-block hitboxes. I spend most of day 8 clearing out all these parasites, and I've learned 2 big lessons. One is don't let the parasites come out at night. Ooh, no way. Oh. And 2 is kill all the buglings before they turn into crawlers and spread the infection. I start to move all the crops from the old base, but this time I remember I need to take it slow and sleep every night instead of trying to fight through the hordes. Day 9, and I head back to my lake house with all my crops. And I think we all know what's coming up next. It's the captain's favorite part of Minecraft. I start clearing out the bushes and the trees, and I level out a good area on this small hill next to my house. I start setting up some spruce slabs around the borders, and then I get my torches all set up. I could spend 100 days farming, but I'll try to skip ahead for you guys. Now the farm is looking great. In fact, it's so good, I decide to add on another farm right next to it. I don't really need it now, but it's always nice to have it set up for when I do have more crops. And finally, we are going to go explore our first dungeon. Oh, seriously? Great, I already get stuck. These underground dungeons are by far the highlight of this insane map. They're all different and full of great loot and cool, unique supplies. Like a fireworks machine, for example. Neat. Seriously, you guys, this map is so much fun. There is way more than just 100 days worth of content here. I head back down into the dungeon and I find these iron bars. To make the dungeons a little less chaotic, they're usually here dividing up each space, at least near the surface levels. I go up this staircase made of brick and... oh yeah, that's right. I quickly realize something. This dungeon is connected to my new house. The next day I head back down under my house and I see these. Some underground living quarters. Apparently, the old owners of my house retreated down here when the parasites got a little too crazy outside. Even has some good crops too. Most of the dungeons also have lower levels that you can access through these spiral staircases. But for now, I'm gonna see what I can find up here on the first floor. The loot down here isn't too bad. Lots of food and some basic enchanted books. However, there are also these. Custom spawners, which spawn mobs with better gear. And yes, I am breaking these. There's a ton more. More fireworks? On top of that other fireworks machine, there's an underground forge with some good machines here. Okay. And a fire aspect sword. Oh, this is really good because the parasites are weak to fire. Day 12, and I decide I really want to use all the loot I'm getting. So hopefully I can snowball into better loot. And I start doing this by getting naked so I can upgrade my armor, of course. The books are mostly just Protection 1, but it's only iron gear, so this is a good upgrade for the early game. But if we want better enchants, I'm gonna need to expand the house, which means I'm gonna need some clay. I head back down to the forge, and I tear out some of the machines down there. I go upstairs, and I find this perfect spot to set up my auto furnace. For now, we're just gonna start it off with some clay. While I wait for that, I'm headed back down into the dungeon, and I'm even headed to level 2. Here I see a creepy jukebox already set up and some music for us too. Ugh, but I guess the spider right here doesn't like it. Another perk of these caves is that they are full of great potions that we can use as well. Also, a ton of books are here, which is exactly what we need for our next step. I get a little too excited and I hear this and remember, I'm not alone. Oh, come on. Now watch this. I carefully break this pressure plate trap, but the skeleton behind me still manages to trick me down into this hole. I've fallen all the way down to a bedrock bottom. No. Oh, no. Down here in this nether. What a trap. Look at this. Even the basic mobs down here have diamond gear. Come on. Not like this. This is so bad. It could easily be the end for me. When Forgelabs came down here, he had enchanted diamond gear. Let me out. What just happened? Oh my. I'm down here on day 14. I have iron gear. I was just thrown in the middle of this and I need to get out. I start digging up and luckily I'm finding my way to higher, safer levels. Okay, this is fun. This is my worst nightmare. What? I am getting super lucky that I'm not dead yet. What is this place? I'm trying to hide. I'm trying to avoid all these fights. Nope, not this again. Yeah. Of course something like that would happen. Ow. Are you serious? Okay, finally. I found the upper floors again. Thank God. I think I might have actually made it out of the nether dungeon there. I run out to the surface, thinking it's safer, but I end up coming out during the night, and I was surrounded by mobs and parasites. Forgot there were parasites in this. After night 14, where I almost died, I decide I've earned some farming relax time. I try to pull a Thanos and just live in peace with my melons, but I just want to be a farmer. Please. Spending one night in the underground nether has wasted my armor, so I need to do some quick repairs. Oh, and also I definitely need to make another bridge because it's faster to get to the tower. Okay, listen, I just want to spend a few days recovering and building. I don't want to go back into the underground. I'm scared. I spend the rest of the day finishing the bridge, and I even get a chance to christen it by killing this zombie on top of it. I was pretty content with the new bridge. It'll do. And then... oh no. Oh. Bright side, I get to fight some parasites on the new bridge. Wow. Everyone really loves this bridge, I guess. But seriously, I actually get to see right here how easily this sword kills the buglings. Ugh. They're so weak to fire. Oh, wow. Easy mode. I'm pretty happy with the sword. I guess I'm not doing too bad here. Oh, man. Oh. But deep down, I know that the parasites are just getting started. They spread super quickly, and it was just outside my house. The worst thing about parasites is that they turn even good mobs into dangerous, hostile mobs. And they can get out of hand really fast. Now, the majority of the parasite mobs are fast, but also they're melee. So I decide the next thing I need to do to keep an upper hand on them is to work on getting better range weapons, like Forgelabs did with his crossbow. A bow means I need arrows, and arrows need feathers. Quickly get my chickies safe and breeding. Sorry, buddy, except this one. But today isn't just about lonely chickies. It's time for a new adventure. I set off, headed back to the Redwood biome. Let's see if I can't find another dungeon to work on. Then I see this. A peaceful home in the woods. Oh, I'm gonna tear this house down. I get inside, and I see the fire still burning. What? Oh. There it is. Oh my god, there's two. Okay. Yeah, I didn't handle that great. I heal up and head back inside, but this time, I do not mess around. Ooh. Then I realize, oh, it's my house. Another little great place to live, and this one's even inside the Redwoods. I love this place, and for a minute I even think about moving here again, but nah. Breaking it down is a little more fun. I start to take chunks of the roof, which I probably don't need, but also I take some granite, which is the real reason that I came here in the first place. Now it's getting a little bit late, so I sleep in this half broken down home. But on day 19, I collect up all the mats and I start heading back home. That afternoon, I start working on my add-on. Now, in this playthrough, I am going to have some pretty cool builds later on, but I don't want to spend 100 days just making a cottage here in the woods. I'm trying to focus on living in already made builds, and by making small add-ons, because the main focus of this playthrough is the Parasites and the Forgelab map. So some of these builds are going to be a little bit simpler and a little bit smaller, but I am still the captain, and I still want to make things look pretty good. I'm just not going for perfection. That way, you guys will get even more days to see all these crazy parasites. Day 21, and I'm making sure the chickies are all happy. Aww, everyone gets a buddy. And then, start to get some more potatoes set. Like I said, the superior crop. Now, they're my only crop. So I get a bunch of them, and I start to load them into the auto furnace. Then, we head back out for a little more fun. I head back to the Redwood house and get ready to take on the dungeon here. Right away, I see this thing. Oh, what? Ooh. No. Nope. Ugh, parasites are so gross. Next up is another spawner, which I rush, but I don't really ace this one. Nope. Okay. I'm gonna have to fight my way through this. But I am rewarded with... Oh. Fortune 3 pick. Okay. I'm pretty happy about it. Almost killed me IRL. Okay, that was a legit reaction. I got so scared that I almost choked and died when I saw this guy. After pulling myself together, I head down deeper and I find this jukebox. And this time, the music we get is Chirp. Well, I mean, I get to hear it. Not you, sorry. But you can close your eyes and imagine, right? I leave this dungeon and I head home to empty my inventory really quick. I'm going to skip ahead of the return trip and just show when I come back down into the dungeon and when I find this ravine. Not only does this ravine have custom mobs, but I can hear it has parasites down there too. I try to stay back and just watch them fight at first. And it looks like parasites win again. So I decide I'm getting out of here. I head back and I see another trap hole. Not again. I see this ugly fat boy and I pop him real quick. I then head out and find a different ravine. And I'm glad I did, because this one has diamonds. And with my Fortune 3 pick, I'm getting a really good start on getting my diamond gear. So I stay down here for a bit. Sure enough, I'm rewarded by finding even more diamonds. Now I need to get some mats for the enchantment table, which includes the obsidian, and look at this, some lapis. And I start heading home, but it's nighttime and this guy finds me. No way. No way. I didn't realize how fast the parasites could be. Oh, no. Oh my god, the whole forest. The whole forest. Oh, if you kill me, just... No. I've heard of these. This is living flesh. They combine? When enough mobs are infected, they can turn into this and then morph. Oh! I hate this mod pack so much. I've never been so happy to see a normal cow. I'm almost a quarter of the way into these 100 days, and I still feel so unprepared for all these parasite mobs. Every night is a huge threat. I'm gonna actually take a few days and try to build up and get some better gear so I'm a little bit safer. I set down my enchantment table and most of the bookshelves to get my full library. I also decide why not use the diamonds, and now I get myself a full set of diamond gear. Day 24, and I'm setting out again. But this time, I only want to clear up the last bits of this dungeon. I mostly just want to get some books, which I find pretty quickly in the hallways. I pop out of the dungeon and get ready to head home, but I see that it's nighttime and I don't want a repeat of what happened last time. So I get a bed down and I sleep through the night. Now on day 25, it's safe to go home. I run into my enchantment library, which has a full chest of pretty solid loot. Oh wow, that looks very nice, Captain. Oh, why, thank you. I know, right? Okay, next we set up the last of the bookshelves, and we are looking pretty good. I start getting some good enchants on my diamond armor, and then this guy rudely interrupts me. Now you'll notice I'm actually using my pants to attack the zombie. This is an ancient CaptainsTV technique called Pants Fu, and it's very effective in the right hands. Poor guy didn't stand a chance. I have the enchantment table now, but the only way I can get XP is by feeding the chickies, so we're gonna have to find a better way. But I'll worry about that tomorrow. Only, no, I guess I won't, because it turns out there's monsters outside. I rush outside, and I see this. Do you remember this one from before, and how pathetic it was? Well, if you don't kill it right away... What? Oh, there's 3 of them. Actually, it has a pretty dangerous attack, and it spawns a pack of crawlers. There's 4 of them. Oh my god. Day 26, and I have another plan to make myself even stronger, but I get interrupted by one of these huge beasts. I start to attack it, but I didn't realize how fast it is on open ground. Woohoo! Woohoo! No. Oh, is it gonna die? Yeah, okay. So now my plan makes even more sense, because these fights are gonna be so much easier with some arrows and some flint. But I admit, I got a little distracted here. I saw these massive redwoods. This is so cool. Look how big they are. Dude, bigger than any other trees in Minecraft. And look at these boys. Thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. Whew. find another house in the woods as the day is coming to an end, and I expect to fight, but... Oh. I guess now I just check all the chests for loot again. Ooh! Then I call it a night. Day 27. I really should have been working on making some arrows. I head down into the dungeon under the house in the woods, and I find these dog parasites. And then I find this prison room. This room is full of mobs, and it has this thing. There, did you see it? I actually screamed into my microphone in this part, but I had to remove that audio. I didn't want my headphone users to ruin their ears. Oh, they're fighting! I quickly realized this wasn't a fight I wanted to take, and I ran away. I decided after seeing that massive creature, it was time to head home. I come back to the surface, and I start running. I gotta admit though, I got a bit lost here. I ended up finding this, a little hermit villager. Oh, but looks like he's a nimwit. My Twitch chat would want me to kill you, but today you live. That night, I find a mini desert biome with a set of ruins in it. I pop inside one, but I see that it's just another entrance to a dungeon, and I'm not ready for another one of these right now. So, on day 29, I wake up to this little pupper. Hey. And then I head over to the pyramid ruin. I then break into it in the worst possible way. I see this spawner, and I drop in, cause, you know, how bad could it be, right? Surprise, it's a Vindicator spawner, and now I'm trapped in here with this psycho axe killer. I'm fighting parasites all day, and this right here was kind of the scariest thing so far. Good news is, I did find some treasure maps. Now I'm almost all the way home when I come across this spooky mansion. I think I remember this from Forgelabs' video, but no, I do not remember this. He gets a hit on me, even in diamond gear, he does 6.5 hearts. What in the world is this thing? I try to juke around him, and I do manage to get him stuck in a tree, and I can kill him with a bow, but I never want to see one of these again. Oh my god. While I'm running away, at night, I get caught outside and I have to fight through a pack of parasites. Ugh! And they're only gonna get worse as time goes on. No, not one of these, not one of these, I hate these. It's too fast. Oh my god. Oh, I can't keep getting caught out at night like this. I'm sleeping here in the dirt. I don't care. I get up the next day, but just because the sun is up doesn't mean the parasites despawn. And I find one of these again. This is... No, I'm not even full yet. These things are too dangerous. No. Oh my god, it's so fast. I have no way of fighting them yet. I try to trick him into getting stuck, like the last parasite, and I almost get him. Okay, in the corridor. I'm out of arrows! Yeah, that was a close one. I think I just got lucky there. No. And I run home right away. Now the Minecraft gods, they might give you a parasite beast one day. Oh, alright. Fire 2 on a diamond. Oh, that's it. But they also give you an endgame level sword on another day. I also add on a ton of solid protection enchants to my gear that I found in the dungeons and get my auto furnace running so that I have a little bit more XP. And that's all good and everything, but now I know what I must do. No more messing around. No more distractions. I spend an entire day on day 31 grinding out flint. I'm getting stacks of arrows. I'm keeping these parasites as far away as I can. So, day 32 and, well, arrows also need feathers, so... Don't know how to say this, but sorry? R.I.P. chickies. R.I.P. But hey, it's not in vain. I do have like 200 arrows now. I'm ready to head back and fight that parasite. I think he was over here. I'm not scared. I was scared. See anything, buddy? No? I was also lucky because it looks like he was gone. Alright, I guess he despawned. And then I got scared again. Ooh. But also kind of impressed, too. Oh, look. Oh, ooh, it jumps. Oh, it jumps. Oh my god, it jumps. Oh my god, it's got... Yo, LeBron James? Since I couldn't find that last parasite, I was still in a fighting mood, and with all the arrows, I decided to head to the mansion and clear it out. Before I even entered the house, I could already hear them. I would need to be careful here, so I slowly, carefully creep in. I head into the bathroom, and I go to check the shower, and I guess I must have dropped my soap, because... Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is, there it is. I found this guy. I know that's just a level 1 parasite, but still, the jump scares my guys. Whew. I hope you guys are enjoying this, because my heart is not. I head to the kids' room, and I see these. Oh, ooh. No way. Goldie boys. And then I move to the next kids' room, but... Oh, no golden apples in this room? Must have been the unloved children. Ouch, but I do relate to that. Remember everyone, this is not a YouTube video. It's a cry for help. Oh, and speaking of facing traumatic events from our past, I head back to the shed from day 2. Let's see if we're ready to face what's inside. I can already tell this dungeon is really different. It's all made out of stone instead of the wood pillars. Whoop. Now I see some parasites, you know, like usual. Including this Spidey boy. Oh my god. Whoa. Oh, it shoots webs. And next... No. I find this caged parasite. Even though this is pretty easy, it's still super creepy. Oh my god, there's 2! Oh my god, there's 2 indeed. Okay, I know I'm making a lot of jokes and being goofy, but I'm just doing it so you guys don't get bored. I don't want to try and make things seem more intense than they really are. I don't want to be a fake clickbaity YouTuber. I want to be honest with you guys at all times. This dungeon was super boring. And it's super close to spawn, so it does kind of make sense that it would be a pretty basic dungeon. Day 35, and we do get something pretty exciting. A bow with power 3. Also, we're going to set out and find our first buried treasure. This map and this whole mod pack are super fun. I really do love this playthrough. The map leads us straight back to the swamp biome, and I seriously cannot understand why Forgelabs loves swamps so much. I get so frustrated just trying to move through these. I would hate living here. Sean really is a better man than me. We are traveling all day, and night is approaching when we come across these dead marshlands. Then, in the corner of my eye, I see this creepy old church or bell tower, maybe? This is a good idea. Getting a little too spooky for my liking. I ran in, but I knew this was a bad idea from the start. So I find a spot to set down my bed so I can leave in the morning. Now I know I should leave. You know I should leave, but curiosity gets the better of me. Oh, what is this? And I head down into these ruined dungeons. I start to poke around down here, looking to see how the loot is, and I'm not super impressed yet. And then... Oh. Great. Yeah, real great. Now I'm stuck deep down in the ruined dungeon. The first thing I come across is cave spiders, and I hate these. I remember when I saw these in my 100 days of nuclear winter and how much of a pain they were back then. I try to avoid them by jumping down into this ravine, but okay, I really just got myself into a deadly trap. There were still cave spiders up top, and every time I tried to escape, they would attack me and force me to hide again. I made multiple attempts to escape, but each time I just get a little too close to danger to feel safe. So in the end, I just ended up digging my way out of the ravine by hand. Good news is, I dug my way back up into the dungeon. Bad news is, I'm still stuck in the dungeon. Found some more cave spiders. Loving it, loving it. Are you guys having fun? Because I'm not. I have to fight my way through all these webs and traps, and then this happens. Did you hear it? Oh. Great. Yeah, great. It's all great. So, as much as I'm loving this ruined dungeon full of skulls and spiders, I think it's time to find a way out of here. I head up a staircase, and I think I'm almost to the surface when I see a trap that will take me all the way back down. But I don't fall for it. Oh, come... Or do I? I almost got out. And now I'm all the way back down to bedrock. I start to dig my way up a little bit, and then I find this. No, 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 no! It's like every inch of this dungeon has traps and double traps. It's so bad down here. How many of these things am I gonna hit? And this place looks great. I come across another nether dungeon. Sure enough, down here, I see a wither skeleton wearing diamond gear. These are some advanced mobs. I mean, it's pretty cool. You can farm diamond armor from them, but on hardcore, it's also pretty horrifying. Speaking of good gear, diamond gear is everywhere down here. Even the floor is made out of diamond blocks. I've stolen some good loot, but I do not want to get cocky. So I head out and I dig straight up. I'm gonna mark this place on the surface with a cobble torch tower and come back here later. But first, I need to make sure this parasites don't eat me for breakfast. Day 37, and I'm back on my quest for treasure. I look around all day and come across this little village. Pretty cool, but I don't want any more distractions right now. I find this moose who is up here asserting his dominance, and this mega redwood tree that falls if you chop down the bottom. Now I think I'm gonna make the tree crash down, but the only thing crashing is my potato computer. Now on the bright side, this is the first time this mod pack has caused my computer to lag at all throughout this playthrough. Better than some of my other playthroughs, for sure. I finally make it home, and I reward myself by upgrading my sword with even more sharpness. I've got a solid stash of loot now, looking pretty good. Now, I want to work on my bow. I managed to find this Eldritch bow, but if I want to combine it with power 3, I need more XP, so I'm gonna need a way to get a little more. Day 38, and we're headed back out to find that treasure again. If the dungeons have all this cool stuff, and they're just sitting out exposed in chests, I can't wait to see what's gonna be hidden in this buried treasure. Maybe we have some custom armor. Maybe a Totem of the Undying. Nope. Boo. Just a bunch of junk tier trash. These chickens lead me to a safe little area to sleep, but turns out it was all a setup. They wanted revenge for me killing their chickie brethren, so they sold me out to the parasites. They came and attacked in waves in the morning. The bow turned out to be a great idea, and is really putting in a lot of work, at least when I'm on the surface and have a lot of distance to run around. But these parasites, they never get boring. Even if you have top tier gear, they're always a threat. You always need to be on your toes. Even with all this great top tier gear, I still feel like I'm always just a few misclicks away from death. But I did manage to recover and started exploring some more. I found some more spring biome, and then I made my way back to the desert. Remember this place? I still had a little bit of room in my inventory, so I decided to take on this dungeon. Maybe this would be the real buried treasure all along? Okay, so first things first. More treasure maps. Okay, maybe it was just that one treasure map that was bust. I'll give these other maps a try, but first, I want to head home. I don't want to be out here at night either, so I guess we're just going to do some camping in the woods tonight. On the start of day 40, I come across this desert village, which looked a little weird since it was halfway inside the redwood forest, but it's still cool. One thing I gotta say is the old 1.12 Minecraft villager system is so weird. I mean, these trades seem so bad. Why would anyone buy this stuff? I leave the goofy village and I head home to empty my pockets. I decide to upgrade my boots to some proper kicks, and I get flame on my bow. Now this is actually a pretty big deal. Now I have a proper power 3 bow with flame, so I can keep the parasites at a distance and do good damage and do extra damage with fire. Problem is, I spent all my XP. My diamond armor still needs repairs. So I start collecting some stone, and I get to work on my classic XP farm. This is a simple design, and I've built it many times before. So I'm gonna just skip ahead here a bit. But don't worry though, if you want this explained and slowed down so that you can copy it yourself, I show it off in my very first 100 days video. So if you want to see it, go ahead and click the thing, up in the corner, the link thingy. And look, I'm not trying to force you to go and watch all my videos. I don't want to be that kind of YouTuber. I just don't want to tease you with this build and then not have you know what I'm doing if you're new to my channel. If you do go and watch the video, please don't laugh at me. It was my first time making a YouTube video that was real and not just a bunch of Twitch highlights. I tried really hard. Long story short, we've zoomed all the way to day 45, but it looks pretty good up there, and I like it. It kind of adds to the whole ruined castle look. I go back to the enchantment table, and I see Silk Touch, and I want it. Now I just need some XP, which means I just have to wait for some mobs to spawn. Well, in the meantime, I can get a little XP from the auto farm, and some XP from the chickies too. See? I'm a good owner. I'm nice. Please, tell your chickie cousins to stop setting out hits on me. I promise I'll be good. Okay, now the XP farm should definitely have some... this is not a good sign. Now I'm worried that this fall is too far. And soon, I see from this creeper that it is. So I need to make it a block less so they don't die on impact. But it's still only kind of working. This is still going to need some work. Okay, while we're waiting for all of our XP things to recharge, let's go and try to find that buried treasure. Hopefully we won't run into any fights. What am I talking about? It's a parasite world. I'm going to be fighting for my life. I moved through the mega redwoods. Still love seeing these things so much. I really should have built here. Finally, I see that the map is beginning to be uncovered. Alright, if you're watching this video and your hands are free, cross your fingers, because we are about to hit the jackpot. And, of course, it's all trash. Come on! I go and visit my poor little hermit friend, and I tell him how unlucky I am, but he doesn't care. So I stop in the woods here and I cry myself to sleep. Speaking of bad luck, and fighting for my life, I run into one of these again. Oh! Oh, he's got me, This is okay. Oh, he's so fast. Oh, I can hear him. Honestly, the flame on my bow is the only thing that makes me think I might even have a chance. Listen to how he sounds. Oh! 3.5 hearts a hit in diamond armor. Neat. Super cool. I keep jumping up on blocks to try to slow him down. I'm trying to keep some distance and just play smart and safe. I did it. This was one of the first primitive parasites that I really wanted to defeat. And I did it. After that small victory, I was feeling pretty confident. I decided to keep fighting and keep exploring. I came across this little camp. Oh, that's cool. But more importantly, I found these. It was a small catwalk system up in the top of the redwoods. I cannot explain how much I love this. I see this sign, and I have to agree. I look around and I really wish I had built in my own redwood forest. Wait a minute. That's it. I have an idea. I start farming up some redwood samplings and getting everything set. I run back up to the trees and take a minute to just take in the beauty of the sunset over the forest canopy. Day 49, and I run home with a new project in mind. That's kind of nice. The XP farm does help mark home, but that's about all it's good for. It's still not helping me farm any mobs. But for now, I don't really care about that. I'm headed back to the Redwoods to grab even more saplings. I spend all of day 50 up in a massive redwood tree just getting a ton of them. I then run home just before sunset and start planting all of my new trees. I'm going full on Mr. Beast. Day 51, and I see some of my redwoods have already grown. So I run over to harvest all the wood, but more importantly, harvest all of the saplings. I go through about 6 or 7 of the trees, and as I'm getting more saplings, I keep on replanting them. That evening, I do try and go to finally fix my XP farm, but later I figure out that because this is a parasite world, the parasites are actually killing the mobs before they can even start to group up at the bottom of this farm. So it kind of ruins the whole thing. I even waited a whole night here just to see if anything would spawn, but all I can hear is parasite noises, and nothing ever came out, so that's a big L on me, guys. I kind of wasted some good time on this playthrough building this, and that's my bad. Day 52, and it's time to get started setting up something I know I'm gonna like, and that's getting the redwood forest ready. I scout around for a little bit, and I finally decide that this hilltop on the back side of my house will be the perfect spot. I start clearing out all the trees, and I start with birch because I hate this tree the most, but eventually I do have to clear out the spruce as well, which is the tree I love the most. I mean, well, second most. I love redwood the most. I stay up a little bit late this night and try to get all the trees put down so that they'll have a little extra time to grow. But I'm staying out at night. You guys know what's coming, right? Whoa, no, whoa. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, by now, we all knew what was gonna happen. I need knockback. I'm getting a little too obsessed with these trees, and this night it almost kills me. It scared me. That legit. Then I hear another monster, and I look over and see this. And with that, I'm convinced. This whole tree thing can wait, so I go to bed. But on day 53, I get right back to it. As you guys can probably see, I'm packing these trees in kinda tight, and a few of them probably won't grow, but even if they don't, I want the forest to be as dense as this little skeleton down here. Now guys, take a look at this hill. Think of this as kind of a before picture. Next, I get my silk touch, so things are starting to go my way again. I feed all my chickies, who have forgiven me for the sins of my past, and I see a few trees have already started to grow. But then, this happens. Rude! And then I decide I want my forest to be full of tiny little chickies. And then I call it a day. And now, I'm starting work on the main project of this Parasite playthrough. What I'm about to do might... well... look, some of you are not gonna love this. So if you're a real big fan of muumuus and you can't stand watching them get hurt, you might want to cover your eyes for this next part. But before we get any muumuus, first we have to get a wheat farm going. So now that it's set up, I'll finish doing all the planting tomorrow. I'm doing some detailing here, setting up a large open pasture for the muumuus. And for a second, I can't remember if I'm playing Minecraft or Stardew Valley. But either way, this farm is looking pretty great. Then I head out, wrangle me up some cows, and I can't remember if I'm playing Minecraft or Red Dead Redemption. Either way, I only need one more score, but I'll settle for getting all these cows in safe. I start to feed all of them, and love them, and tell them I'll always care for them, but, well, that's not really the whole truth now, is it? We do need to try to keep these little guys safe. Day 56, and our farm is looking pretty good. It's going to take a while for the cows to get hungry and be ready to start breeding again, so I'm going to start working on the redwoods. I spend all of today getting more saplings for more trees, for more saplings, rinse and repeat. You guys get it. Okay, skipping ahead. I see that the farm is, well, it could be better, so this is what I'm going to work on next. Day 57, and I fooled you all. You guys thought this was a Parasite video? No. It's really just me farming for the next 100 days. I grab some shears, and then I start getting some leaves picked. But honestly, as long as I get to bed on time every night, for the next few days, it's pretty much just me lumberjacking it and farming. Ugh, lumberjacking it? Ew. Why did I say it like that? Anyway, I get a little scare here. Ooh, I hate these things, man. Oh, they follow you forever. Turns out, no matter how much I want it to be peaceful, is he like arrow-proof now? The parasites keep finding me. I get cocky, try to melee this one, but yeah, bad idea. Let's just stick to arrows. I get back to good old lumberjacking, but I guess my computer doesn't like that. Ugh, I feel like I'm having a small stroke here. Why does my computer hate the redwoods? This is twice now. Day 59, and the cows are none the wiser. They trust me completely, and they have lowered their defenses. I'm gonna head out and grab some seeds for the sad little wheat farm, but I find the old path to the village at the beginning of this playthrough. I head out and I end up lost in this cave when I find one of these. Now, I've killed one of these walkers before, so I'm a little bit more confident that I should be able to take care of this. And sure enough, I wipe it out pretty easily. I'm really starting to get pretty good at fighting these parasites. I find a nice spot under the trees in the autumn forest, and I go to sleep for the night. Day 60, and I never did manage to find that old village. But luckily, after coming across this seamless biome transition, I do manage to find this new village. Along with wheat and seeds. This village actually does have some decent book trades. I head over and find a ruined castle, and decide I haven't been in the dungeons for a few days, so why not? Sure enough, I find punch 2 for my bow, which is a big score. I find an anvil down here, and I turn this bow into a proper endgame weapon. I find another bow with unbreaking, and I decide to take it with me too, because I could add it later, when you know I have 39 levels. Ugh. Then I do find this thing. What is this? I kind of pause here. I want to see if it'll spread crawlers. Ugh. Oh, it's got a button. I decide I should probably just kill it. Play it safe. I pop my head out of the dungeon at night and sleep inside of the ruins. Day 61, and I get all of the good loot back to my base. And now, I feel like I'm really in the endgame, and I'm feeling pretty strong. But before the final project is ready, I do want to get some more mining done. I head down here and find a good collection of resources, including finding some diamonds. But I also run into some more parasites down here. I swear, every time I think that I'm strong, every time I think I'm too good to fail, I get myself into some dumb trap where I get down to like 1 heart and I almost die. Why don't I just learn to always play it safe? Come on. I get out of those caves and I get home and set up my auto farmer with iron, so it'll get me a little bit more XP. Day 62 and no idea. I was just AFK? Seriously, I do not remember doing this. Honestly, probably just a big poop. I mean, if I had to guess, if I was a gambling man, probably just guess I was taking a big poop. But I did come back before the day was totally over. I fed the cows, but really I did waste this day. My bad, guys. That one's on me. Day 63, and I gather up all my leaves and redwood, wood, and I start working on my personal McJty. I set it up right here, at the top of the hill, in the dead center of the forest, and then I begin. I'm making it 3 by 3 wide, because the captain loves them thick. And when I get to the top of the shorter trees, I begin to branch out a little bit, making these limbs, so I can cover them with a widespread base of leaves and make myself a large natural platform up in the treetops. One of the reasons I made this at this height is because it's pretty high up, which is fun, but it's not too high up so that if I fall, I'll take an instant death. Remember guys, this is still 100 days of hardcore, and I need to keep safety in mind at all times. That being said, let's not get it twisted here. This project is 100% about having fun and doing something cool, even in a dangerous world. By the end of the day, I'm way above all the naturally growing trees. I'm really far from any danger, but I still want to play it safe, so I do decide to sleep through the nights. I managed to fit a bed up here somehow. Well, I hope I don't roll over in my sleep. Early in the morning of day 64, I've done it. I've made my mega redwood high above my base. I used some water to get down safely. I'm sure to pick it up before I jump down there. Don't want to turn this forest into a rainforest. I actually get kind of worried at this point that it's always going to keep going down like this. I go to look at my chickens and I see that there are just too many. I'm losing all my frames, and so I'm going to have to make a choice. Chickies or frames? So I choose. Forgive me. I try to spend the night feeding them and making them happy, but they're never going to forgive me now. Not after this. Dude, I love this build so much. I really do be vibing with this world. All the pre-built stuff and this mod pack, the simple life that I've made for myself, this is Minecraft at its best. I spent today figuring out how to make this water conveyor system. Sure enough, they are safely moved to the area they need to be. So now we can begin work on the pit. Okay, day 66, and now we can really get started on the pit. Okay, never mind, I get tired and go to bed. Okay, now we really get started on the pit. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. I set up my bed, and I decide to go to sleep in the pit. But the next morning, while I go to my house to grab some stone, I come back to this disaster. Oh no! This wasn't supposed to happen. No. Now I'm really in a rush. Ugh. I need to get all of these parasite-filled cows contained before they change. I'm getting some lights installed, which is important. I want nothing outside of our controlled variables to spawn, so I'm using glowstone. But I need to hurry. Things are really starting to get out of hand. Day 69. Oh no. And they've changed. Oh my god, that's... Day 69 is supposed to be a beautiful day, filled with happiness, but now... Oh my god. I try and finish up the pit as fast as I can before things get even more out of control. I look outside and see that they've broken containment, and a swarm of crawlers rush over the pen and come right at me. I have to hide. Until I can fix this, I can't go up there. What is this? The next day, they continue to evolve and become even more dangerous. I'm almost ready in the pit, but I just need a little more time. And then, I look outside, and I see... No, dude! It's one of the advanced parasites. Ooh. What is that thing? These guys are extremely dangerous. What? Oh my god. Now I for sure can't go back to the surface. The parasites have officially taken over. No, what is happening? Now, because of that advanced parasite on the surface, even more parasites spawn down here. This place isn't even safe anymore. I quickly grab these iron bars because I'm going to need even stronger containment. Okay. There's two of them? I see another one of these walkers. Why are they spawning so much? Right under my base now. I managed somehow to fight my way home. Day 71, I need to quickly harvest just a little bit of sand for glass so that I can actually see what's happening. I get a little some cooking as fast as I can, and then I go back to see what's happened. This guy, right here. Oh my god, what is that thing? This parasite is the sum of all my fears. What in the... This is an advanced predator parasite. It ate all the cows. Oh my god, it's huge. Oh my god. Now, I hope that it's actually stuck in the pen for now. But just to be safe, I'm gonna stay underground, far away. I connect the pit to the dungeon under my house so I have a path to get to it. I start to install some of the iron bars on the far side. At this point, I'm too scared to go anywhere. I want to stay right here, so I fall asleep underneath the pit. God, I hate this. Day 72. I finished the backside bars, and now I'm going to install some of the glass. I'm getting this place perfect. I don't want any mistakes. It needs to be able to hold that thing up there when it gets down here. Somehow. That night, I actually tried to sleep back in my bed at home, and then this happens. What? No. Somehow, the predator escaped containment. Oh no. Now it's spreading the infestation. Oh no, they're getting the wild cows. The good news is, I see that the predator is gone. My pants! They got into my pants. The bad news is, I don't know where he's gone to. But that's okay. This is good. We start new and find a safer way to do this. Ugh. Once I've cleared out this stuff. Ugh. First off, I'm gonna need some more wheat. And also, I need to clear out the parasites that broke out of the pen. Like all these cows under the bridge. I try to actually trick this first cow in, but he doesn't want to. And honestly, I really don't blame him. But we are going to need to find some cows that are willing to come in, and so I do get these ones into the pen again. After what happened last time, this does kind of feel wrong, but then again, sacrifices must be made in the name of science. Day 74, and I'm no longer being rushed to finish the pit. So I spend the whole day redoing it. I move the walls out a few blocks so there's more room down here for whatever grows down here. So day 75, we finally get this thing finished. And then I head out for another trip into the dungeons. I head back to this basic dungeon, one of the old ones, and this time it's pretty simple. I'm just here using my silk touch to grab these glowstones off of the roof, but I can't make it home in time. I try to sleep, but then I see this nightmare. Ooh, should've known that was gonna happen. The captain! That was just a regular walker. You kill those all the time. That's not the one I was talking about. There it is. Look, look, look. No! Look at this thing. This is an advanced walker. The next level of the walker evolution. Oh, no way. There's one behind me? Come on. I was gonna wait to fight one of these until I had it contained, but it's stuck in the water, so I'm gonna try to take advantage of this chance while I have it. Oh, I'm out of arrows. Of course. What is that thing? I've never seen that. Everywhere around, there are more advanced parasites now. I need to retreat underground and sleep through the night. But those diamonds do help, though. And on day 77, we're headed back out to see if everything's cleared. Only this one parasite spider's left. Okay, well that's not a fun thing either. But without arrows, I do not like this place at all. I still need to be careful here. We're leaving the grasslands and heading home. It's all worth it though, because we finally get the glowstone in place, and we close up the walls of the pit. Now, we can begin our experiments. I add some windows in the bars to better see what's gonna happen inside here. And then, I mean, come on, you guys already know, I'm gonna spend a whole nother day getting arrows. After what happened out there in the grasslands, I'm gonna try to get enough arrows to last the rest of these 100 days. And now I just need a little bit more XP if I wanna get this final bow, and it's that time again, you poor chickies. Day 80, and the only thing we're waiting on now is the cows. And that's gonna take some time, but I still have 20 days. So I decide to use a little of that time to get to work on my pet project. And I make a ladder up the side of the mega redwood and start putting in some catwalks in the tree branches so I can finally have my redwood treehouse. The Ewoks would be proud. And speaking of proud, I'm really proud of what we've done. And no, I don't mean in the trees or even in Minecraft. I'm really, really proud of what my YouTube community has done by making this channel so positive, so fun, and just a great place to come, spend some time, relax, and watch some Minecraft. When I started making YouTube videos, I thought people would be nasty and hateful in the comments. You hear about that kind of stuff on other channels all the time. But if you look through all of my comments on all of my videos, weirdly, it's all just love. I don't know if it's because I'm a small channel and that's just how small channels are, or if it's because somehow I've attracted the best people on YouTube to come to my channel. But what I do know is that it's amazing. I know, I always do some kind of mushy thing like this in my videos at the end, but if you guys have made it this far, then I really want you to know just how much you all mean to me. I'm glad we've grown so much this summer, and I hope you guys will all stay with me, because I plan to keep on making videos like this one for a long, long time. Thank you guys, from the bottom of my heart, and I love you guys all so much. Okay, promise I'm not crying, promise. But seriously, what are we doing now? Oh yeah, tree platforms. And here, we're really just doing this for fun. I like making these lookouts and walking platforms way up here in the trees. It's peaceful. It weirdly reminds me of when I was a kid. I used to visit the Redwoods all the time, and walking through the paths, seeing the beautiful views, it always reminded me of how small I was, and just how big, like truly powerful nature was. It's true that nature can be beautiful, and super amazing. But if I've learned anything from all these monsters, it's that nature can truly, truly be powerful as well. Every day, I make sure to feed the cows, and soon, we'll find out just how powerful. But for the moment, I'm just enjoying a more calm and peaceful side of Minecraft. I now have a second layer of catwalks up in the tallest treetops. This area up here is by far the highest area on the map. I'm finishing up this project by putting some partial railing in a few key spots to make this a bit better and look a little bit cleaner. I could spend all 100 days working on this, honestly. Look at how it's coming along. Can you blame me? By the way, no joke, I managed to do this without falling once, so at least I'm getting a little bit better at this. I look up and I see the tip top of the mega tree, and for a second I figure out how I'm gonna build up there, but I decide that maybe some places man just shouldn't go, and I decide to leave it. After spending 5 days breeding the cows, we're finally starting to get some good numbers, and I also finally do get that endgame bow. I go to bed, and I'm getting ready to begin the Parasite experiments. I head back down to my base, and I see some test subjects, and I'm ready to get to work. I build this basic little path walkway down to the observation area, and then I go head back to the parasites floating in the lake. I bait one of them over into the pit, and I manage to trap him and block him in. Now, we just need a little, food. So we drop in our first cow. I head down to the observation area to check on what's happening, and I gotta admit, I'm a bit disappointed. This zombie parasite isn't attacking the cow. At least I learned something. Not every parasite is capable of spreading the infestation. I build a side access point to see if I can kill the parasites and get the buglings to spawn, but I have no luck with this one. Perfect. Now, I'm going straight to the source. Come on. By baiting these crawlers themselves into the pit. But I gotta admit, things get a little messy here. Oh boy. Yes, I think. Ooh. I do get a few samples contained though, and I seal them in. Sure enough, the spread has begun. Now, on day 87, we can accelerate the process and start to add a large number of cows to the experiment. Now, these test subjects are resistant at first, but with a few improvements to the water conveyor system, we start getting them in. That is an advanced spawner. What? This is exactly what we need. What is that thing? By getting it to aggro onto me, it starts spawning crawlers. Whoop. This will make the spread extremely quick. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Oh, living flesh. There it goes. The subjects are now evolving quicker. Really, really quickly. There it is. Oh, man. By exposing myself to them, it will force them to continue to grow and evolve. Come on, let me place it now. Are they stacking? Oh my god. Now, I promise, everything is under control. However, this is really starting to ramp up. Some of the crawlers are even trying to escape up the feeding tube. Oh, there it is. There's the living flesh. The living flesh is turning into a ton of the big parasite beasts. I look in and it dawns on me here. This is probably the most dangerous room in the entire world right now. So many. It's only 2 blocks away from me. I add just a few more cows. I want to see one of those advanced predators again. And then this is... okay. This might be a little too much. I just realized, how am I going to deal with all of this? It's still important to go to bed at night, or the parasites will spawn outside, and they'll ruin the cow pen again. Day 88, and now we have almost one of every single level 2 parasite. If they were to ever escape... okay, I don't even want to think about that right now. This next part is... regrettable. Oh no, not the baby. Oh, that's not... oh, I feel bad on that one. Oh, he went in first. But with sacrifice, now we finally have the advanced parasite walker. That's him. But now we have a new problem. Okay, how do I kill him? How am I going to isolate it? Oh my god, that's the one I want. And how in the world am I going to kill it? That's all it took? Just had to sacrifice that baby? While I'm wasting time here, trying to figure out what I'm going to do next, the test subjects continue to grow and evolve. I need to do something here. I need to act. I make a high up slit to get a little bit closer to the walker. Okay. Oh my god, he's right there. No, wait. Oh. Well, that was quick. Now, this next part, some of you will not agree with. I'm making a wide ramp all the way down into the pit. No. Okay, well, I found it. Okay. This is out of hand. The mutation is going rampant. There's now an advanced predator, too. It's another one. No, wait. Oh my god. I'm gonna go to bed and think about what's the next move. What are we supposed to do? Day 90. And I do not want to die with only 10 days left. One of the walkers is... he's dying. I think he's trying to push his way through the walls. I'm not really sure what to do here. I kind of panic. I decide I need to put this one down. So I breach containment in this crisis. And he's dead, but there will be more. I need to... I guess there's only one option here. I want to fight them and see if I can get their loot, but they have to be out in the open. So I need to make this ramp big enough to get even the biggest parasites out. I make a small hole. Here they come. No. Here they come. Well, this is getting out of hand. They quickly begin to spread the infestation outside of the ramp. Ooh. Did you hear that sound? That thunder means that there's a new advanced parasite. I don't like that sound. Even these cows are dangerous, because they're going to try to infest the rest of the cows in the pen. I almost died trying to defend the cows, but in the end I have to retreat. I come back down to this. The advanced predator is only being held back by 1 block, and he's ready to jump at me. I go back, and I break the last block. Now, all of the level 2 parasites are able to get out. I'm being chased, and I need to kite just to survive. They're gaining. I can see their shadow right behind me, and in the distance, I can hear more thunder. At this point, I just run as far as I can. I only come back at night, and I sneak all the way around to my house. I spend the next morning repairing my gear, which is being shredded. Every day I fight these things. I head back in, but something's wrong. Where did they go? I head out in the same direction that they had all chased me the night before, but I can only see 1 or 2 stragglers here. I just hope they don't come back and surprise me like they did that last time they escaped. This does give me a little bit of time to get started on redoing the pit. I want it to be much bigger, so I can hold even the most advanced parasites without them being crushed like that last walker was. The whole time I'm doing this, while I'm working, I'm looking behind me, hoping that the escaped parasites just despawned and aren't hunting me, trapping me down here like I trapped them. I take a little time to refresh the cow population since we did lose a ton of them. Then I install some more lighting in the extended bottom part of the pit. I add grass for the infested blocks to grow on, and I even put in some more infested blocks too. I get rid of whatever this stuff down here is. I don't want it to spread more infestation into the cow pen. I head back down into the pit and add stairs so I can get in and out quickly. I then seal everything off once again. I harvest this last bit of infested blocks with my silk touch and move it all back down into the pit as well. Now I just need some test subjects. Perfect. I try to lure the crawlers in again, but this time I get stuck on some spider webs. And on day 95, I get down to half a heart. Half a heart. If I died right here, I would still 100% upload this video. I would just say, oh, I almost made it 100 days. There's no way I'm going through all 95 days again. Speaking of going through all this over again, there's another infestation in the cow pen. It's overflowing with crawlers and parasites, and now I have a new problem to deal with. Again. On day 96, I see that about half the cows have been infested. Honestly, this could be worse, and I might even have a quick fix for this. Instead of trying to lure in crawlers into the pit, I can just skip the whole process. The only thing the parasites want to infect more than those other cows is me. So they are really aggressively focusing on only me right now. I managed to open the conveyor again, and the infested cows all fall right into the pit. It takes some time and some of my health, but I managed to move them in one by one. I open the water sources so it's pouring down into the pit directly, and the cows all start flooding it. And quickly, they even begin to turn into living flesh. Now, we've gotten right back to where we left off. And a good part of the cows are still up here, not infested. This is perfect. And really, we actually got pretty lucky. We breed up the cows a bit, and then I go to check on the process of the pit. Sure enough, they're already evolving. And in 4 more days, we're gonna open up the pit, and whatever is in here, we're gonna fight it. And, well, the baby sacrifice worked once, so... Poor babies. Man, this better be worth it. I also decide to make some TNT, so I won't need to stand so close to the ramp and break the wall down by hand. I let the parasite aggro me again, and sure enough, I can hear the evolving right away. I kind of hope they don't get too strong. I'm harvesting wheat when I hear it. That's not good. That's not good. Another advanced evolution. Whoa! Oh, we got out. Oh, we got out. Look at that thing. Oh my god, he's bigger. He got bigger like that. There's two of them. Oh no. I don't know if I like one big one or two small ones. Two more advanced predators are now in the pit. I go back to harvesting wheat, and right away. Again, another one. This one is an advanced bolster. I remember this one from when the infestation broke out on the top. There's so many of the big ones. They make parasites around them even stronger, and now they evolve even faster. Oh, you poor little guy. Oh, no, the babies. Oh, man. Okay, time to stop feeding them. They've already eaten enough, and they are super big. Okay, this is it. I'm getting ready to drain the pit. I'll make a small hole. I'll let out the little ones first. Look at them. Oh, they're so terrifying. This is it. It's time to see what predators can really do. I back off immediately, and I can't see any of them at first. Then when I peek back in, I see a new flying advanced parasite. Now what is this? What is this thing? Luckily, I have a bow with flaming. Okay. This is kind of scary. It's a good thing I have this bow. Oh, it poisons. And if I'm smart, I can do this. Got him. So I head back down to the pit. I start fighting the mid-level parasites, knowing that the predators are still down there. I do not want to fight at night, so I quickly close up the pit and head back and sleep before any more parasites come. Day 99, and I'm too late. A pack of them has spawned right by my bed. But honestly, these guys are the least of my problems. I go down to see if the predator is still there. Yep. Here we go. Last fight. Wish me luck.